Hey, Mike with Mike's Bags, and today I am reviewing the Creature by Cornhole Coastal. This is one of the new bags for the 2024 ACL season, and when I saw this bag being teased, I was really intrigued by it, and I jumped on the release as soon as they got it, as soon as they dropped it, so I could get a set, get some throwing in, and get this review to you. So let's go ahead and break down, and I'll tell you what I learned about this bag. We'll start with materials. So aside, this Creature has the herringbone carpet, the same material you'll find on the BG Wizard, BG Sorcerer, the B3 Fatal, the Buffalo Fallen X, Local Hustler X. There's a lot of bags. It's one of the more popular materials right now. I'm gonna call it a 5-speed material. I mentioned this before. It's a material that you can manipulate and get the speeds where you want a little bit to some degree. And brand new, it probably plays close to a 6-speed, somewhere between a 5.5, 6-speed. As you play it, as you rough it up, as you get it dirty, it'll slow down to a 5. If you really get this rough, it'll get down to a 4. I throw outdoors. Bags get dirty. I throw in concrete. They get roughed up pretty well. If I leave the bag alone, I can get it down to a 4, really slow 4-speed on there. But if I keep it clean, I clean it up, I kind of shave some of the fuzzies off, I can get it back up to a little bit more of a 5, 5.5 speed. I'm going to go to 5. It's kind of the normal speed. Well, it kind of falls in the middle. So 5-speed for the slow side. Fast side. This is that new material that B3 was the first company I know that started using it. They used it on the fast side of the Ranger, the Coyote, the Fatal. BG has it out. The new BG Witcher uses this on there. I've mistakenly identified this as the Pro Sniper Viper fast side in a couple of the B3 videos, but it's actually a little bit different. It's a little softer feeling. It plays about the same speed, but it's a little softer feeling. I think it's a little more durable. And what I mean is, I've thrown quite a few bags now that have this on there, and I've yet to get a pull or snag in it. Where that Pro Sniper Viper material, or even the backside of it, or the front side is the Game Changer, all slides fast side. I tend to get pulls and snags on them quite often. I've yet to see one in this material, so I feel like it's a little more durable in that aspect. Playability wise, again, it plays about the same. I do like the feel a little bit. I think it feels a little bit better than that Pro Sniper fast side, or even so anyway, if you throw in the Witcher, if you throw in the B3 Coyote, Ranger, Fatal, this is the material that's on the fast side. Same thing here. It's a 9-speed on there. It's great for pushing, collecting. It's crazy fast, slides at the boarding conditions. Both these materials play really well in humidity. So if you live in an area where humidity is an issue, this is a wonderful bag because it still moves in humid conditions. It doesn't slow down very much. This herringbone carpet will still play pretty consistent in that humid conditions. This fast side may slow down a hair, but not much. You're still looking at a playable bag, and that's why I like a bag like this, because of the versatility for weather conditions with it. This is actually the same material combination that you find on the B3 Fatal, which the B3 Fatal was one of my favorite bags. And people asked me before about an ACL stamped version of that bag. This is the closest thing I found to it. The Creature, same exact materials that has on there. Different fill. It doesn't have the same liner. It has the B3 uses that performance liner. This doesn't have that super slick liner in there, so it's a little different in those aspects. But if you're looking for an ACL stamp version, this is it. In fact, this bag is ACL Pro Stamp for 2024. If I didn't mention that, so if you played ACL events, this is good for you for those. Template wise, this is that medium template. In fact, I think it's the same size template they used on the Boardwalker I reviewed. Medium template in this bag, medium amount of fill, so there is some flop here. You can get some flop. These bags are pretty broken, but maybe a little bit more to go, and not much. But I've thrown these a ton. So you got some flop here, not crazy floppy at all. So it's a medium amount of fill, medium amount of flop, medium template. It's got a mixed fill in here, some small beads along with some flat fill, I think. It gives it a nice hand feel. You got enough feel you can really grip this bag, lock it down, but it's a very fluid feel. You don't have those big chunky beads or smaller beads. Gives a nice hand feel. It's a fairly forgiving bag in the landing. You have some movement to it, but it doesn't bounce like, say, the Wizard would bounce. So it's a little bit softer land. So if you don't throw a completely flat bag, it's not going to kick on you horribly. It will kick some, especially if you've got more tilt to the bag. It's going to get a little more kick to it. But that kick also leads to the bag being cuttable and shaping shots with this, so that's kind of the trade-off you get. But it's definitely a pretty forgiving bag as far as the landing on it. So, if you don't throw a flat bag, you can still get away with this. Let's go ahead and jump in, and we'll get into playability on this. And what I love about this bag is the versatility. What you can play this in pretty much all conditions, as I mentioned, but also different play styles. If you like to run bags in the hole, this material you can run. You can just go hole for hole, outscore your opponent, especially on faster boards, but even normal speed boards. You can just go bag for bag, outscore your opponent. The bag is pretty forgiving around the hole. It's not a super floppy bag, so it doesn't have the super wide landing zone, but you've got a bigger than normal. So you get enough flop here, enough corner dipping in that if you're off left or right, this corner will still grab. It'll pull the bag around. There were a couple times that I remember throwing. I think my 4th bag I threw and the bag caught, but I left it there because I just didn't have enough speed on the bag. I was trying not to overthrow it. Now, if it's not your last bag, the bags are very collectible. I didn't have any issues collecting these bags. The only time I had a problem bags hanging was if it was my last bag. I might have had a couple or 1 or 2 on the back. If they get on the back of the hole, tougher to collect. but that's kind of the case in most conditions. But if they're on the front or the side, very easy to collect. The bag's cuttable. You can step across. You can throw a cut shot, come across, catch it. If it's on your side, you can step out, collect it, clip it in. If you want to play a dirtier style game, you can definitely control this low side and put blockers on the board where you want. You've got a ton of control of this bag. You can get super aggressive and put those blockers more on your opponent's side because the bag is not that floppy, so it's not going to cording up. So you just clip a corner, take it in. Fast side, slow side, what you want to do. It's a wonderful bag in my mind for doing that. Put a blocker up there, push and replace, flip over, flick side of the end, slide through and take them. Again, very collectible. I didn't really feel like many bags were out of play. If I had a bag up there, I felt like I could collect it as long as it was on the back side of the hole. And the other thing I went with them is the bags really didn't bunch or clog the hole. I think they have enough flop to them. They have enough movement here that they seem to want to fold up really well and drop in the hole. And I remember one time where I had 2 bags hanging up there and I had to throw a push shot. And that's usually where I get in trouble and the bags will want to clog, and they didn't. They went in really nicely. So I didn't have any issue with these bags clogging at all. They don't bunch. They're very easy to collect. They're controllable. You can like I said, you can throw cut shots at them really easily. It's a bag that I think most people, if you're an average or above average rollback thrower, you have no problem rolling this bag. It's got enough movement that I think rolling, flopping, it's enough feel here. I think that's not going to be an issue. So any kind of shot shaping you want to do with it, you can get creative with putting the blockers up there and then getting around, and then coming through and collecting with your 4th bag. Or like I said, you can put blockers up, push, replace, come through your last bag, take them all in like that. It's a fun bag to throw. It's because of the versatility. You can do so much with it. It's great for blind draws because no matter who you draw as a partner, no matter what style they play, you can both play the same bag. I like the bag because of the versatility and because of the fact it plays in all conditions, that it takes a place of a need for a lot of different bags. So when you're going to a tournament that you don't know about the boards, you don't know about the weather conditions, you don't know, maybe it's a blind draw, you're not sure who you're getting as an opponent or a partner, this is a bag you can put in there, and it eliminates the need of having 3 or 4 different other bags because you can play this in pretty much any condition, and no matter who you get as a partner, they can throw this bag. So that's what I love about it. The versatility of it makes it just a wonderful option. And most of the time for me, I do reviews. I review so many bags that I don't keep them all. A lot of times I do a review, I end up putting it in my coffee shop and I sell them there, or I give them away, doing giveaways. This is a bag I'm probably going to keep for a while. This is a bag I really like the way it plays. And like I said, I love the B3 Fatal. That's one of my favorite bags, and that's ACO stamped. This is kind of the ACL stamped version of that bag, closest thing I found to it so far. So this is a bag that I will be taking with me to ACL events to throw. So this is a bag that I like it enough. I'm cute in my backpack. That should tell you something about what I feel about it, and I definitely recommend you guys going to get a set. So it leads me to availability of these bags. Cornhole Coastal has a website, cornholecoastal.com. Link in the description for you guys to check out. And bags were $85.99, I believe, or $86, I think, for a set of these. And it was just under $10, like $9 and some change shipping. So less than $95 shipped to you for an ACL stamped bag, high quality bag, well worth it. It's kind of on that cheaper to mid price range. So definitely worth the value. And I would recommend checking them out. Now, when these first dropped, I think they sold out pretty quickly. As I do this review, there were some of the colorways were sold out, but some were available. So if you're looking to get a set, go pick them up quickly. Otherwise, you might have to wait until they make some more and put some more on the website. But I highly recommend checking them out. If you've thrown the creatures, I love to hear your opinions. I always love to hear what you guys think of the bags. Good, bad, you agree, disagree, whatever. I love hearing your opinions. But this is really a phenomenal bag. I love throwing it. I can't recommend this enough. Go get yourself a set of creatures. If you like this herringbone carpet, if you're looking for a 5-9 speed, kind of mid-speed, controllable bag, versatile bag, the creature is what you're looking for. So I thank you guys so much for support, and I thank you for watching.